Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Murensi Dinda Saputri. I'm going to talk to you about movie 12 Years a Slave by Salman Noor, directed by Steve McQueen with postcolonial theory. Let's start. 12 Years a Slave is a 2013 biographical period drama film and adaptation of 1853 slave memorial 12 Years a Slave by Salman Noor, a New York State born free African American man who was kidnapped in Washington D.C. Salman Noor is a free black man living in New York in 1841, kidnapped and shipped to New Orleans. First owner is William Ford, who later sold Salmon to Edwin in Louisiana. Salmon met Patsy there, other slave at Edwin's plantation, who is often Eurasian and whipped by her owner. While working on a construction, Salmon's best friend, the Canadian Samuel Bass, disliked the way Edwin treats his slaves. Samuel risked his life to send a letter from Salmon to New York. After 12 years, Salmon is finally returned with his family. This movie that they both depict slavery, although in different ways, and are interesting from the standpoint of how we remember slavery. Postcolonial theory, this knowledge will enable us to understand how stereotypes, prejudice, and ideologies about them arise. According to Simon, this theory focuses on the fact that colonialism still influences and shapes our society to a high degree, and its legacy is of great importance to the origination of cultural identities in multicultural societies in the Western world. Postcolonial theory, the first questioning old perspective, the second critical discourse of canonical Western texts, the third sex and prejudice new knowledge. Colonial theory is still relevant. Any points can be adapted to book and movie scenes. The first is mimicry, second race, third powerlessness, fourth no rights to own property, and the last unhomeliness. Mimicry, the means by which the colonies adapt the culture, language, education, clothing, etc. of the colonizer, but always in the process changing it in important ways. Such as approach always contains it in the ambivalence of hybridity. Egyptian two cultures. The first, slave culture versus master culture. Slave forced to be master takes over parts of another culture, whipping as punishment, master still superior. There have difference between freeman and kidnap in mimicry. For freeman, higher stand in the society despite skin color, the second expensive clothes, the third own house, and next respected by North white man and education, and the last pays violin. For kidnap, linen clothes, reduced to skin color, no more privilege. Powerlessness, if you feel helpless, meaningless, when a man loses his freedom, the first, freedom is gone, the second, then is it punishment, the third, beaten with wood until it's broken, keeping whipping with leather web, and the last, not treated like human being. No right to own any property, sleeps on a plank, pillow is a stick of wood, Sunday service, only way to provide themselves with luxury, that earn extra money by paying the building. As unhomeliness. To be unhome is to feel not at home even in your own home because you are not at home in yourself. Your cultural identity crisis has made you a psychological refugee. The postcolonial theory encompasses plenty of terms, but probably the most common one is the concept of race, a term coined during the era of imperialism. I think that's all. I'm sorry for the mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I want to ask you what part of the country you come from.
I originate from Canada. I guess where that is.
Oh, I know where Canada is. I've been there myself.
Well, travel for a slave.
Solomon Northup is an expert player on the violin.
I was born a free man, lived with my family in New York,
Be good for your mother.
until the day I was deceived,
To Solomon.
kidnapped, sold into slavery.
Well, boy, how you feel now?
My name is Solomon Northup. I'm a free man, and you have no right whatsoever to detain me.
You're no free man. You're nothing but a Georgia runaway.
Went down to the river Jordan.
And that servant
That don't obey his Lord.
shall be beaten with many stripes. That's scripture.
The condition of your laborers, it's all wrong.
They're my property.
You say that with pride.
I say it as fact.
Man does how he pleases with his property.
You come here. I said come here!
Days ago, I was with my family, in my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
If you want to survive, do and say as little as possible.
Solar rising.
Well, I don't want to survive.
For the year when
I want to live.
I thought you knowed something.
I did as instructed. There's something wrong. It's wrong with the instruction.
Master brought you here.